Hello, hello, my wonderful people. Welcome to day one of our little pathway marathon. If you still haven't joined and downloaded the materials for printing, please you either scan this code or look up pathway.2026 on Instagram for downloading the workbook. It is already there. So topic of today, gratitude. And I know a lot of people will be like, not again. I heard it so many times, blah, blah, blah. I used to think that way too until I finally understood what it means and how to be grateful, because I used to be the most negative person ever. So why is it important to be grateful and what exactly it means? First of all, being ungrateful just makes us unpleasant people, unpleasant to be around. Just imagine yourself like you have a friend and you don't have much money, but you do make something for them, like little cute gift, and you give it to them and they're like, okay, thank you, I guess, whatever. Or you meet a beautiful girl, some pretty girl in the street, and you tell her like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, like you look amazing, genuinely, without hitting on her or anything, like a girl to a girl, and she measures you with her eyes and like, oh yeah, I guess, okay. What are the chances for you to come to that person again and say anything nice to them again? Probably those chances are close to zero, because why would you do that? Or if the woman wants gifts, like, I want more gifts, I want you to give me gifts, and then the husband goes and buys her, I don't know, one rose and gives it to her, and she's like, oh, I wanted those Instagram style 101 roses, like, what is this? What are the chances again of him wanting to bring anything? Because why would you do that if she's unhappy, ungrateful anyway? So nothing changed. You didn't bring it, she was angry. You did bring it, she is angry. But if she showed gratitude, if she were grateful, next time he maybe will want to give more and more and make that person happier. So it's just this being grateful multiplies positive stuff, because when you are ungrateful, like, everybody around you is basically unhappy and you are unhappy, you are angry. So it's this vicious cycle. And the problem is, we are already the point B, the dream place of so many people. We don't even think about it. To me, it was eye-opening. I remember this conversation really well. I am so used to just kind of going out with my husband. Just we go somewhere, we have coffee in the morning together, somewhere we walk holding hands just in the neighborhood, kind of spending time together. And some woman told me, kind of just casually, that it's my dream in life to be able to walk with a man, to hold hands or something like that. And I'm like, to me, it was so eye-opening. We take so many things for granted, and for a lot of people, that is already their dream, something that they don't have, something that they want. For some people, it's children. Some people would try to get pregnant for literally decades, and they can't. And some people have children like this from the first attempt, and just they don't even appreciate it, like, oh, okay, whatever. Some people live in a certain place. Some people live maybe in a house, and for some people from, let's say, some distant tiny town somewhere in Russia, the person, like, it's their dream life goal to have a house. And for that other person, it's like, okay, whatever. So you see, we already have so much stuff that millions of people would dream to have. We are already there, point B in life. Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's the way you look. Maybe you naturally can eat sweets and don't gain weight. And for millions of women, it is the dream body you have. So think about it. Think of what you already have that other people would love to have, and you just don't appreciate it enough. And it just genuinely makes us happier when we appreciate stuff. Like, I love this metaphor when you walk on the road, and it's the very same road, and different people will walk around and see different stuff on the exactly same road. So there will be some pile of dog poop on the floor, and there will be a wonderful, beautiful sky with interesting clouds, with the sun just warming your skin, with soft breeze in your face. And if you choose to put your head down like that and walk and step into that poop and just be angry, complain, and drag this poop with you for the rest of the day, and the next morning you wake up and, oh damn, yesterday I stepped on that poop, and from that time you only look down the road not to step into poop again. And this poop is all over now. It's there in your head, and you are concentrating on it, and you don't see all the wonderful things that were there the moment you stepped into the poop. So it can be something. Somebody maybe again cheated on you, somebody dumped you, like betrayed you, you lost your job. But at the same time, together with that terrible event, there was so much good stuff happening in the world. And even if it seems that nothing is happening, there is always something around you that is wonderful. I'm sure even if right this moment you pause this video and take 3 minutes just to look around you and think of some wonderful stuff, like maybe it's some tiny, I don't know, a little drawing on your refrigerator that your kids gave you and you put it there like a little exhibition. Maybe it's just some, I don't know, coffee machine, so you can have some fresh coffee in the morning, like smell. So look, anything. You have the roof over your head. If you are in some coffee shop, you have money to go buy coffee and sit there. You have your laptop. Like, so much stuff. Yes, something is missing. Yes, something bad is happening, like that poop. But around you, so much wonderful stuff. And here, an amazing skill is you're truly grateful when you're not only grateful for what you have, but when you can genuinely be happy for other people having something. Yeah, just be grateful that your friend has an amazing relationship, or your colleague got a promotion, more money, more respect. You didn't get it, but she or he got it. And you can be genuinely happy for that. Just to understand that, wow, this world is full of opportunities. So one person will think like, oh, again, I didn't get anything. Again, that other person did. And another person will think, like, wow, they got it. It means there is so much stuff in the world. So one day I will get it. So this is the key. Just be grateful for just how plentiful, how amazing the world is. And it really is. And it really is in so many ways that we don't even think about, and we should be thinking about it. So this exercise today will consist of 2 parts. Task number 1, you will write down 12, the more the better, 12 is the minimum, vivid moments of the year. You can do it once, like for each month, or in general, maybe all of them happened last week for you, or anything, doesn't matter. So write them down, as much stuff as possible. What are you grateful for? It can be different categories, like in relationship, in professional area, in like interests, hobby, and materials. It can be literally anything. Write them down, and at the end, try to find what is uniting them all. What do they have in common? Yeah, maybe it was more about people. Maybe it was more about some skills you learned. So what is the general vibe around those? And again, even when it seems that there is nothing to be grateful for, you must come up with at least 12. Ideally, as many as you can. And some of them might be not as obvious as it seems. So for me, of course, I am extremely grateful for my health. I'm not the healthiest person on this planet. I have a lot of issues, but still, I can walk, I can talk, I am here. Maybe tomorrow it will change, I don't know. But now, here I am talking to you, and I am happy and healthy. I am in the most wonderful relationships of my life. So I am grateful for my husband for every single moment that he spends with me or without me, that he is just kind of here in this world, and I'm just so crazy grateful for him. I'm grateful for my kids because they teach me something every single day. And first of all, they taught me unconditional love. It's the kind of love that you just can't even define in words. I am grateful for my profession, for my work. I absolutely love all my students. And today I was reading the anonymous questionnaires every semester students fill out. And I literally cried. I'm even saying this, I'm like about to cry because I'm so crazy grateful. I read so many nice words from my university students, and I understand that all I'm doing is not in vain. And these young people who are like 18, 19, 20 years old, who are going through my lectures and through my courses, the last one was not even that kind of philosophical and important. It was a literature course, Scandinavian literature I was teaching. But through that course, we talked about so many deep philosophical, just worldview types of questions. And I loved it so much, just seeing how just the eyes change of people. So it's just such a blessing to be able to just influence so many people. I am so crazy grateful. Oh, no time to cry. Another thing I'm incredibly grateful for, and this one is surprisingly not as obvious to a lot of people, especially here in the United States. I am extremely to the moon grateful for my roots, for my ancestry, for my great grandparents, and like all the people in my family who came before me. That's why I am so interested in genealogy research and family history research. And when I moved to the United States, it was so strange to me. I heard a lot of like people are ashamed of being like white or something. Like there's no white culture, stuff like that. I heard them, excuse me? Okay. So to me, it was just so deeply kind of inappropriate, almost made me angry. And unfortunately, a lot of people fall into this trap and they just don't look back because there was a lot of bad stuff in the past. Like for thousands of years, bad stuff was happening. But it doesn't mean you don't need to connect to your roots, because there is so much power there, so much strength. And it's literally one of my biggest inner stability pillars. When something bad happens in my life, I always know that I came to this world through thousands of people from my family that came before me who were struggling. Some people gave their lives during wars. Some women died in labor, giving birth to one of my great grandmothers and fathers. They gave their life for me to be in this world. They came through all kinds of suffering and problems, and some of them were incredibly strong and just devoted. Some of them, I'm sure, were terrible villains and just genuinely bad people. But through all this stuff, here I am. I am the result of thousands of years of people falling in love, living, crying, loving, struggling, anything. So the more you know about it, the more you learn about it, again, the more grounded and powerful you feel in this world. So I think it is incredibly important to talk to our grandmas while they're still here. If they're not, talk to our parents. Learn more about what you came from, what were people like, because we are inevitably bringing their parts of them into our life. So I am so grateful for myself at first, for my interest to this topic, because I am obsessed with genealogy, and I am working on my husband's genealogy now, getting to 1600s already. and all kinds of like original Polish records, and incredible, incredible. And I see how he is curious about it and how he is suddenly just looking at the world differently. So if you haven't done that, I highly recommend. That's just another thing to be grateful for. Okay, I've been talking for way too much. So that's the first task, writing. Task number 2. This is my favorite. I absolutely adore it. First of all, because I have 60,000 photos, pictures in my camera roll. Not a good example of me, but yeah, I love taking pictures of every single moment. And so the task is, I will visually show you so you understand. You go to your camera roll, or maybe you were saving pictures somewhere else, and you choose 4 important, meaningful events, feelings, pictures. I don't know what it is for you, and you make a collage. You can make it on Instagram. There is an option when you post a story. You don't need to post it. You can just do it, and then you kind of just download it without actually posting it. Or I usually use the separate app for it. I forgot the name of it. I will write it on Instagram. So at the end, you should have a collage. This is from the last year, because this year I will be doing it together with you on Instagram. So I haven't done it before yet. So before, this is the example. January, yeah. So write down what it is. And it doesn't have to be something super crazy like buying a house, or traveling to, I don't know, India, or whatever it is, or wedding, giving birth. It's not necessarily some life-changing moments. It can be something small, like we watched a Wonka movie and we loved it. Yeah, lovely musical. Bought furniture, school project for Roman. Roman went to Hibachi first last year, and he was super excited with all this fire. Yes, so it's not necessarily some huge, gigantic moments. Here, you see the brightest rainbow I've seen in my entire life. It can be anything. Maybe you had some coffee and you took it, and you just remember the smell. Suddenly it was so good. Or, I don't know, we built a snowman. Kind of doesn't, it's not a big deal, right? You might forget about it if it's been a year, yeah. And suddenly you remember that day vividly, like, oh my goodness, how blessed I am. Some people never even see snow in their entire life. And here I am building a snowman. Or some people never even seen the ocean, and you are the one living at the ocean, and you had the most beautiful sunset. Or you had again, some ocean breeze fresh in your face, and you are, wow, I'm alive, and you take a picture of it. So stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you will end up with 48 moments of gratitude. This is, by the way, the wonderful exercise if you have a partner in life, if you have children, kind of when you make it, or in the process of making it, you discuss it together. Remember this, or remember that day, how we did this and that. So every time David and I do it, it turns into this just amazing bonding. I really don't like this word bonding, but that's what it is, I guess. So we laugh, we suddenly recall all the small moments, that the ones that in a couple of years, if you don't talk about them, they will be gone from your memory forever. But through these exercises, suddenly you compare it with this year and what got better and what do you want to do next year. So it's just such an amazing feeling. And even if it seems that literally nothing was happening, maybe you were in the deepest depression, still try to find something. Maybe you were the lowest of the low in your like depression state, but there were people who stayed with you. They were still there. They weren't bothering you. They gave you space, but they were there. They stood in your life for you. And when you crawled out of that state, they were right there waiting for you. Or like something like that. Something like that. Somebody was there for you. Or again, the world was there even when you thought it was the darkest time, the sun was shining, the food was delicious and plentiful again. Something must have been good. Yeah, I know it's very hard to see it from the depth of depression. It's very hard. But this is the necessary step. This is the necessary step. So again, please do that, and you don't have to post it, but I do encourage you to post it, because when you post it, more and more people see this, and you spread the joy, you spread this positive energy. So another person will look at it and look, maybe I should do the same, and they will do it, and then their spouse will be into it. So we're just making the world a better place on the tiny small level. But if every single person was doing it, was growing gratitude inside them, can you imagine how wonderful this world would be? Unfortunately, again, almost nobody does it. So I encourage you to be that person who does. So please go. Again, if you haven't joined, please join. It's always more fun to do it together. I will be happy if you join. And for today, that's it. I really hope that I encouraged you to be a little bit more grateful for this day. And I am definitely, I don't know how to put it onto scale of how grateful I am that you even put everything else aside and you are listening to me right now. I am so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much, and I see you very soon with our second task. Bye-bye.